Hey there folks, Caleb Downing here, and today we're going to go over a couple different mounts. Sorry, I'm not talking at the camera. A couple different mounts from Griffin Armament. We have, I'm going to make sure I say their names right. This is their A2 adapter, their hub A2 adapter, and this is their Gate-Lok hub adapter. Let's get into these, let's talk about them, let's get into it. Griffin Armament did send me both of these, right? I do work with them from time to time. They send me some stuff, I do videos for them, but take what I say with a grain of salt if you need to, but we're just gonna talk about this stuff. Alrighty, so here we go. This is our A2 adapter from Griffin Armament. This is our Gate-Lok hub from Griffin Armament. Both of these do the same thing, but they do it in different ways, all right? This is basically their Gen 1, the A2 adapter. This is basically their Gen 1, and this is kind of their Gen 2. This is what they're pushing people towards. This is a better technology, as it were. This guy still works. They still offer it. It's still for sale. But it's like their first gen. That's my understanding of it. I've actually done a video on the Gate-Lok adapter, all right? Did a whole video on that. And then somebody in the comments brought up this guy, which I had never heard of before, all right? And this is the A2 adapter. Now the Gate-Lok is interesting because just as the name implies, it has their adapter here on the back. You lift up this little leaf spring, I think is what you call it, open up this gate, right? And then you can take your firearm. This guy will fit over. There we go. He goes on just like that. It's harder to put on without the cans. The can's not even on here right now. But it'll lock in just like that. And once you've kind of got the feng shui down, you fit it a couple times, it's not that hard. I probably made it look harder than it needed to be. But that's how this guy goes on. The A2 adapter is different. It's a two-piece. It's a two-piece. So basically you have this portion that goes into the suppressor, right? Then you have this portion that goes onto the rifle or the host or whatever you want to call it. Fits on just like this. He goes over, right? These teeth, this ring right here, this little ring corresponds with these teeth on your A2 adapter. Now this is a BCM extended adapter and it does work as far as lockup. You take this piece here that fits over your A2 flash hider, and then this will tighten down. And as you can see, hopefully on here, as it tightens down, it's gonna seal everything up. It's kind of hard to do on camera like this, but it'll seal everything up. And that's important, that's very important. Now, I have not fired this one yet, but we're gonna try it. And the difference here being, this guy, when he's locked up, if he's not locked up, depending on how he's locked up, you gotta make sure that that internal piece, the little shiny piece right here, right, looks like a fingernail, that little piece right there has to be over those slits in that bird cage, right, of your A2, or else, I mean, you kind of have a suppressor mounted in front of your A2 flash hider, meaning you have open ports. So that could be one major reason why they're going away from the A2 adapter and going to the Gate-Lok, because the Gate-Lok's not like that. The Gate-Lok's not like that at all. So let's put some suppressors on these adapters. Let's fire these guys and see how they work. All right, so even though we're talking about Griffin Armament adapters, I do not have Griffin Armament cans that have the hub thread pattern. I got a couple different Griffin Armament cans, but they use their dual lock, which is an awesome mount, but it's not these, so we're not using Griffin Armament cans with their adapters. We're using some Yankee Hill cans. This is a R9 and this is a Fat Cat. So these both are compatible with hub mounts. So we have the Gate-Lok on our A2 or A4, sorry. I'm sure I'll get crucified for that one. And then we have the Fat Cat on our M4, all right? So let's put some ammo through these things. And this is not about the suppressors and how well the suppressors work. This is talking about the adapters, right? And what they're capable of doing. All right, here we go. We got our Fat Cat on the A2 adapter. All right, now M16. All right, guys, so there you go. That's a quick, fast, and short little demo of these guys. These are just mounts. These are adapters. The beautiful thing about these is they allow the user to utilize A2 style Mil-Spec flash hiders. Now, a couple different things about that. These are not going to fit every single A2 flash hider. Just like there's a mil-spec, there's a high tolerance, low tolerance, or tight tolerance, loose tolerance, whatever. There's tolerances out there that these are built to a certain spec, and so not every, Griffin Armament cannot guarantee that every A2 flash hider is gonna fit these guys. So you might have to get another A2 flash hider if yours doesn't fit. The ones that I've tried for 223, 556, they work fine. I have one A2 flash hider that's for a 30 cal, does not fit either one of these, right? It's just slightly larger, different spec. Maybe there's other A2 flash hiders for 30 cals that would work. I'm not sure, but I don't have any more to test. This guy right here, this is on a BCM A2 extended flash hider. So this is a pin and weld 16-inch gun, right? And so for you cloner guys out there, like me, this is one of those things where this can allow you that to, once you have your system all set up, you don't want to finick with it, right? You don't want to change anything on it, but maybe you still want to shoot suppressed. Well, especially if you have the thing pin and welded, you don't have a whole lot of options. So either one of these, either the Gate-Lok or the A2 adapter, they work on this guy, on the extended BCM A2. For me, they work. I've heard other people, maybe they work for them, maybe they don't, but for me personally, they work fine on here. And on our, grab this guy. On this guy right here, this is a standard A2 flash hider, and he works perfectly fine with the Gate-Lok and with the A2 flash hider, or A2 flasher, with the A2 adapter. So anyway, guys, that is a little look at these. It gives you the ability to run suppressed on firearms that have A2 flash hiders. And one more final thing. If you notice on here, I've done a major no-no. All right, these both have crush washers. Now, generally that is extremely frowned on. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you have checked your firearms with an alignment rod and you know that you are not going to get a baffle strike. If you've checked your firearms and your suppressors that have the A2s with a flash or with an alignment rod, then you can confirm without shooting and breaking anything that you're not going to get a baffle strike. This guy right here has the R9. It's a 9mm aperture, so even if it was slightly off, it's no problem at all. This guy right here is perfectly fine. The A2 on the BCM extended, he's fine. I've already checked him. He's perfectly fine. But if you can help it, don't use crush washers. This guy's always going to be a crush washer because he's pin and welded and I'm not taking it off, and thankfully he is concentric. This guy right here, I just got to make sure I check it when I put new suppressors on it, because it is a flash hider, and if I really was going to do this long term, I would want to change that out and put some shims or something, but not run a crush washer. Anyway, that's enough caution from there. If you got any questions about these, please let me know. If you got questions about other adapters and mounts and things, whether it be from Griffin Armament or anybody else, let me know, because we feed off that stuff. We can bring those requests and stuff to different companies, and sometimes they surprise us and they send us stuff, so we can actually answer you guys' questions and demonstrate how these things are used and their functionalities. All right, enough. I've closed the video 2-3 times and we haven't even shut it off yet. Y'all be good to be safe. I appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, and everything, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you.